Alcohol companies are seeing their stock prices drop after the U.S. Surgeon General called for cancer warnings on alcoholic drinks. Vivek Murthy says alcohol can boost the risk of breast, mouth, and throat cancers. Changing those labels would take an act of Congress, but the possibility is generating a lot of talk on social media. Jonathan Sprecher, Executive Director at Greenhouse Treatment, is joining us to talk about it. Jonathan, thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
Now, when we talk about alcohol, how does it increase the risk of cancer?
Well, the Surgeon General report actually lists 4 ways. I have 5 ways that I think it actually does. The first is that alcohol turns into an aldehyde when it gets into your body. And aldehydes can affect your the DNA in your body. The second way is that alcohol creates a rather unstable molecule that carries oxygen, so it goes into your cells and also goofs around with your DNA. The third way is it increases the production of some hormones, especially estrogen. And we know that increased levels of estrogen cause breast cancer. So that's another way that it does that. And then the fourth way I find quite interesting. Alcohol will cause a solidification or will cause some dissolving of other cancerous agents, such as if you're smoking and drinking. And one of the things I know that many people don't smoke unless they're drinking, which is probably the very worst thing they could do. And then the last one that is kind of what I'm bringing to the table is it causes inflammation in many parts of your body, including your pancreas.
Wow. And
that inflammation then can cause changes in your cells that will cause cancer to begin.
Jonathan, what are some of the impacts that having a warning label on alcoholic drinks would make?
Well, I wonder about that. Certainly it made some difference in cigarettes when they did that. One of the things that we do know is that less than half the American public recognize the dangers of alcohol. I think it's somewhere around 45%. So putting a warning label on there would certainly bring awareness to people.
We would be 100% remiss if we did not ask for some of your tips and expert advice for those who may be seeking treatment for alcohol abuse.
If you're doing that, of course, I know my company. We've got a rather robust website. All you have to do really is start looking and just start Googling alcohol treatment, and I know our company comes up pretty quick. But what we do is you just reach out a little bit to us and we will be right there. We have a call center, and that call center immediately begins conversations with the people, talking to people about how they're going to come in. It's a big decision. It's a really hard decision for a lot of people. They have to interrupt their life because they come in for treatment for a certain number of days inpatient, and then they'll go to outpatient treatment. What we really try to do is keep a person under treatment for about 90 days, because it takes about 90 days for the brain to recover its brain chemicals. And then the person has kind of a decent shot.
Last one really quickly, to see more of a focus on some of the dangers around alcohol with this warning from the Surgeon General. How does that make you feel as somebody who sees maybe the effects of things going too far the other way?
Well, I'm a registered nurse. So over the years, I've been seeing increased rates of cancer all over the place. I also know what alcohol does to your brain, what it does to your thought processes and everything, and adding to it this cancer element, I think just really tells us that we need to be watching what we're doing. One of the things I thought was interesting about this study is that we said for a long time, women 1 drink a day is okay, men 2 drinks a day. However, when it came to increased rates of breast cancer for women, 1 drink a week posed significant increase in risk of cancer. So we're no longer saying that a little bit of alcohol is okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much. We have Jonathan Sprecher with Greenhouse Treatment. We really appreciate your time.
My pleasure.